Obedo dikini achel, amondo kizimuga, apoyo lenye oye kafingiri, apoyo ido tichachel, makwayo kagadi pajager, aweyo dhako tedi sigiri. But when I came back home, my wife was gone, ikindo juywa kiran pafirimbi. Ondiko rami kwenda, oweyi meza, you can't believe it. My wife, she wants a good life, but me not have it. She wants a sweet life, we can't provide it. She wants a real man to hold on to, but me not have it. Akelo, ire ituro chunyana ma. Akelo, ire ituro chunyana ma. Akelo, ire ituro chunyana ma. Agelo, irengi turo chunyana ma. Ni gomito chamo kwa, gomito bilo siem, mito ye kidho Kampala, ochakala, uul gichamo sigonya, gichamo bo, gomba ye nyono Kampala, ero ni girobo kowange, mwete motalele mochunye, nike kiripida kitopo lake, akelo tukere kimiti, yaman.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. From this side of the world, you are in Kampala, Uganda. This is Chalewajala.
No, this is Namugongo.
This is Namugongo. What does Namugongo mean?
I swear I don't know.
It feels like it's a Namugongo. As Mugongo is back.
Yes.
So I don't know if it's somewhere at the back.
This is the holy place where the Uganda matters.
Oh yeah, the holy place for the Ugandan matters. Yeah, I saw the
holy village.
The holy village. I saw somewhere down the road.
Village, yes.
Yeah, so you need to be humble for this episode, please. Yeah, for our matters. Yeah, so we are here in the heart of Kampala, and this is Homa Bay Unplugged, voices from the heart of the lake. And as you know, in each and every episode, we delve deep into cultural perspectives, into people who are movers and shakers in the world. And today, we are with one of those legends, the top artists from this side of Kampala. We'll give a teaser of his amazing genre of music on the links below, and it's an amazing time. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Brav.
Yeah.
Yeah,
kind introduction from your humble self.
Hi, what's up, people? My name is Gammit. That's my surname, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I'm Gammit.
It's not an AKA?
No, it's not an AKA.
That's the name your parents gave you?
Yes, then later on, I was born a star.
Yeah, for sure. How can you be called Gambit and just
anyway, I'm Gammit.
take
Joseph,
life like
Gammit Joseph. Then my family name is Alwodo.
Alwodo.
Audio, yes.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm an artist, I'm a producer, I'm a writer, I'm an entertainer, basically.
Amazing.
Yes.
Alwodo. What does Alwodo mean?
I swear I don't know even if you don't know. Alwodo.
Alwodo.
It's a Luo name though.
Yeah, it's a Luo name, yeah.
Yes.
So Aluo is to follow. And
yes, Aluo is to follow, but this is Alwodo. It's one word. Same as Gammit. I don't know what it means, but it's a Luo name.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What? We need to research about it. That's an amazing one. Yes. Yeah. So how is it growing up? Like, were you always an artist from an early age?
As far as I'm concerned,
yeah,
I don't remember myself without music.
Really?
I swear I don't remember myself without music. When I was a kid, I wasn't really good with playing soccer, playing games with other kids.
Yeah.
I was always told there's a time I was living with my aunt. I think she had sighted something in me.
Yeah.
She would keep telling me, yo, what are you doing there? At home I'm called Joe.
Yeah.
Short form for Joseph.
Yeah.
Joe, what are you doing there? Stop wasting your time. There's music in the house.
Yeah.
There's a TV in the house.
Yeah.
So by then the most entertaining channel was KBC.
Oh yes.
Channel. It used to broadcast it from
that other side.
From Tororo, yes.
Amazing! Yeah, because it's just across the border. Yeah.
So if I was not playing with my friends stealthily.
Yeah.
I was listening to music
And watching TV.
and watching TV. So my career as a singer started before I can remember.
Ah.
Yeah, I loved singing from childhood. I have a brother called Isaac. He keeps saying,
Yeah.
I used to disturb him a lot. I would tell him, Isaac, I want to sing for you.
Yeah.
Mom, same story. May she rest well.
Yeah.
She'd keep telling me,
Mm.
this boy, I don't like, how should I explain it? Even when I got done with university,
Yeah.
sometimes you'd forget that I'm no longer a student, and she'd be like, you man, do you even have time to concentrate on books? You just love singing too much.
Music,
So
yeah.
my life has been music from the word go.
Yeah, and it's so surprising that you had like massive support even growing up, that even your mom used to just leave you to have the
Actually,
entertainment.
I remember,
Yeah.
I think I was in primary
Yeah.
2, 3.
Yeah.
There's a time I used to lead. I'm Catholic,
Yeah.
but I'm a Christian.
Yes.
I don't choose where to pray from and where not to pray from.
Yeah.
I remember there was a particular time that I used to lead the Sunday school.
Ah.
I used to escape and go. It was a church of whites.
Oh.
They really, I was the only black kid who could read, and I was good at singing. I was in primary too.
Yeah.
I used to lead their choir. And then at some point, each time I went back to my mom, I grew up in different places.
Yeah.
My mom wanted me to have a good education background, so she
Yeah.
kept taking me to her relatives in the town.
Okay.
Since she was a teacher, government worker, she was a teacher, but deposited in the what? In the village.
Yes.
So during holidays, whenever I was with her, they would request her to let me go practice with the Sunday
guys,
choir.
yes. Yeah.
I would go for competitions, and each time I was involved, they would win. Then from my primary 5 to 7, I was the church choir leader at school.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
So me, basically, it has been music. I've tried loving other things, but
Yeah.
music always comes and says, where are you taking me? Where are you putting me?
Ah,
So,
that's an interesting
yes,
one.
and as for support,
Yeah.
my family has really backed me up.
Yeah.
I would assume they did so because they couldn't fight it, so they had to let it be.
For sure.
My dad had no problem with it as long as I was in proper
Getting good
records in
grades.
school. Yes.
Yeah.
As long as I had good grades.
Yeah.
All my uncles, all my aunties. Actually, I have brothers who my stepbrothers. I don't call them. Those are my brothers. I don't call them stepbrothers. They actually tried doing music, but because maybe their love was not as deep as mine, they stopped eventually. Because as far as being a producer, I started learning to make beats at the age of 16.
Yo,
and now
that's
I'm
quite
about
a young
34.
age. Yeah.
So I've
been doing it all
done
along.
production half my life.
Amazing.
I have sung
amazing.
the whole of my
the
life.
better part of your life.
Yeah.
And then how was the relation with teachers and also like other kids?
Well, I don't being a person who was into music, I had a cheeky character.
Yeah.
I was quite stubborn.
Yeah.
However, each time it came to entertainment, I was the guy.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
And performance-wise, I was a good performer in school, so nobody had a problem with me singing, actually.
Yeah.
Nobody had a problem with me being a dancer. I used to dance. I'm now big. I can't dance anymore.
Yeah.
But no one had a problem. They let me be what I wanted to be.
Oh.
Yeah. And even as I was learning production, that one I did it skillfully, by the way, from school.
Yeah.
But when I joined the university, everyone knew what I was doing. So there was support from all angles. I don't remember any teacher having a problem with me doing music. Others would actually tell me, you guy, if I were you, I would get all these notes and turn them into lyrics.
Yes, yeah, and at least just sing through them.
Yes, I would so each time we had visitors coming from abroad, these whites coming as far, how we call them, sponsors.
Yes, yeah.
They would always come to me and tell me, man, we need you to plan something for us.
Yeah.
You write a poem, write a song, write a rap song, you get it?
Yeah.
I had support.
That's what
they say. Child is raised by
the village.
Community.
Yeah.
So communities raised me.
Amazing. And were there influences, let's say, of like musicians or people that you grew up listening to? Who inspired your form of music?
Well, in my head, as growing up as a child, of course, I listened to musicians. I used to like Bebe Cool. I liked Bobby Wine. I liked Jose Chameleone. But never at any one point did I identify with their music.
Yeah.
I literally, there's a time in my life that I liked Eminem. I was a rapper before.
Yeah.
I liked Eminem. I liked Snoop Dogg. I was a jack of every artist.
Yeah.
That actually defines the kind of person I am, because I don't do one genre of music. I do many genres of music. Even as a producer, I am not stuck to. So
one particular genre of music.
I grew up listening. I've grown up actually. At my age, I want to assume that I have a musical brain of someone in their 60s.
Yeah.
Because I have grown up listening to every kind of music.
Yeah.
And I do not have a specific genre. Okay. I'm not like these. There are artists who be, no, I can't listen to local stuff. No.
Yeah.
Mine is different.
Listen to all.
Yes. I'll sit down and listen to Mbuta Alekasu. He died.
Yeah.
I'll sit down and listen to Pepe Kale.
Yeah.
I'll sit down and listen to Nyadundo music from Kenya.
Yes.
I'll sit down and listen to Rose Mohendo's music.
Yeah.
I'll sit down and listen to Jua Kali. I'll sit down and listen to David Lutalo. Like, I have a season that I'm like, this time I'm listening to Kenyan music.
Yeah.
This month I'm listening to Congolese music. This month I'm listening to strictly hip hop.
Yeah.
And in hip hop I dissect. So I've been a person who has
grown through all those genres.
However, my best type of music is reggae. As an artist. And if there is anyone I ever try to look at, it's Busy Signal.
Amazing. Oh, that's dancehall.
No, reggae, basically. I love his reggae more than his dancehall, yes.
Okay.
I love
because he does.
He does dancehall, yes, but I love his reggae more. He makes singing seem so easy.
Yeah.
You get. He makes singing seem light. Like he has a deep voice and he knows how to use his voice. Yeah. I fell in love with his music around 2011 there.
Yeah.
Since then I developed this natural love for reggae. Actually, I was a bigger hip hop lover before I became reggae. Yes. Yeah. So now I can sit down and listen to reggae music from morning to evening. So if there is anyone who has inspired me somehow, it is Busy.
Okay. And your kind of music is also more like dancehall, Afro.
I'm a complicated person.
Like
I said,
as long as it's a beautiful sound.
Yes, like I said, I try not to
box yourself in a particular.
Like I have an EP that I just released.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, we got samples. I think yesterday.
It's called Word Jafonji, meaning son of a teacher. If you listen to the entire EP, you will fail to know what genre I do best.
Yeah,
I assume. There is reggae, there is Afrobeat, there is a slow song, there is dancehall. You know, I tried my best to be as diverse and dynamic as possible.
Yeah.
So as of inspiration, no, I don't have anyone up there who I can say in Uganda where. But maybe Busy Signal.
Amazing. That's an international artist, and kudos to Busy Signal. He's doing amazing.
I love that guy.
I love that guy's music. And then he's also like humble, down to earth.
I love that guy's music.
He blends with like a lot of people also.
Yeah.
And then when you went to uni, you also studied music, or
At uni I did rehabilitation. I'm a community worker by profession.
Amazing.
But I was studying while practicing production.
I see.
It's what used to keep me around.
Yeah.
So by the time I was getting done with uni, I had a job.
Yeah.
The studio.
What do you love most about your work? Producing or singing or?
I love both.
Yeah.
I love both. You know, singing sometimes can get boring.
Yeah.
Producing can also get boring.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine, I'm just like a hypothesis.
Yeah.
Imagine a footballer being very good at the midfield.
Yeah.
And then being also a very good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And they ask him, what do you prefer?
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
He loves being a midfield player.
Yeah.
At the same time, he would really love to be a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
That's me. Like, I enjoy both.
Okay.
I love playing around with melodies.
Okay.
And I love it when an artist comes to me and sings a song.
Yeah.
And I create something off my head.
Off from it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. Then I also enjoy my creative process. I sit down, make a track, or I can come up with an idea and say, let me see what to write. And I have my melodies in the head. I keep mumbling them. I keep, and before you get to know it, I have 1 or 2 words, and I'm very selective with my. I don't use complicated lyrics. I use simple lyrics, something that is so easy to.
Yeah.
You know, like if you listen to Daktari.
Yeah.
Ukiomba sukari, utapewa asali sweet honey pie. Ukiomba majani, utapewa kawa honey tafadhali. Ukiomba, you see, simple lyrics.
Yeah.
If you ask for sugar, you'll be given honey.
Yeah.
If you ask for tea leaves, you'll be given coffee.
Yeah.
If you ask for anything will be everything.
Yeah. A simple lyric, simple flow.
Yes,
yeah, not complicated.
Yeah, for sure. But that I digested that from Busy, like I said.
Yeah. Are there like notable projects that when you look back you are so proud of and in your career?
As an artist or as a producer?
It can be both. Like you can first do as an artist and then as a producer.
Well, as an artist, there are so many.
Yeah.
I'm one of those producers who have done a lot of work with a lot of upcoming artists who have kind of made it, who have kind of, or even who have made it. The only thing I don't like is throwing myself out there. I've worked with so many artists, so many urban artists. I branded myself as initially as an urban producer.
Okay.
But when I looked into when I looked at the future of music, I realized I needed to diversify more. That's when I decided to go back to those old tapes, listen to old music. However, as a writer and as a singer, I have a song of mine called Nakupenda. How I wrote that song is so amazing. I was done with uni. And I was bored. I called my border guy. I told him, man, let's just ride around. I have some 30K here. So we're moving. We reached a place, I don't know how to call it, Gayaza, deep in Gayaza. And I just had this beat in my head. Ting, ting, ting. Ting, ting. A melody kept hitting my head. I told Richard, give me, stop. Let's go back to studio. As we're moving back, my first 3 lines already in my head. Gala, me love ya. We love your big smile, appreciate ya. So I reached studio. I did that song. And there's a friend of mine, he's Kenyan. It's called Jidraf Macharia. He helped me come up with a perfect chorus for it. And then I released that song, and people didn't seem to give it attention. But after about 3-4 months, the song became something else.
An instant hit.
Yes. To me, I think those are one of the best projects I sit down and reflect back to. I'm like, how I wish I had done more of that. I would have been a bigger person than I am today. But of course, I love all my songs.
Because they're diverse. Because you listen to a bit of it, it's like it's rich. Like the music is rich. Even the production itself is rich.
Thank you.
So amazing. So do you still participate like in your community outreaches, in your community projects, blending the community? Because I also feel like also as an artist, you being like working with the community and also producing music, it gives you an edge than all the other artists, because you already know what the community wants, what they need, what the society would require, and then
Sure. This is what I can say about it. I have a couple of friends who we join hands with. We are Japadolas from Tororo. We always have events here in Kampala. And we give a platform to artists to perform. It's called Adola Night.
Adola Night. In Kampala or in Tororo?
Here in Kampala. Of course, you cannot have Adola Night in Tororo. Why would you have Adola Night in Tororo?
You don't know in Tororo.
No, that's where the Japadola. You get.
Yeah.
That's where the Japadola come from. You can't have an Adola Night there.
So you have it. Out of
an Adola Night is like more of a get together. Why would you have a get together from home?
You are home.
It doesn't make sense. So when you're here in
But are there events that you do at home also?
We used to have.
Okay.
We want to get back to it.
Okay.
And then also I want to start doing reach out. Services. I'm still planning it. You know, you can't do much if you don't have much.
For sure.
So I don't have much as of now.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah.
I have handpicked a couple of artists from home
Yeah.
and brought them under my studio,
Okay.
signed them, and I
Ah.
do for them music.
So it's more or less like a record label.
I would say so.
Okay.
I've not registered it as a label,
Yeah.
but in Africa, anything can be a label.
Yeah, for sure.
But
for sure.
I really do support them.
Yeah.
And when my people contact me,
Yeah.
people from Tororo, I don't charge them the same amount of money I charge
Yes,
artists.
yes.
So I think I'm reaching
Kampala.
out to the community.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
An amazing
'cause
innovation.
I charge about 500, I charge
Mm.
them 250.
Okay.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It also helps
That's
develop
fair
and
enough.
create them and
Yes.
to help them
So I
improve.
think that's the best thing I do right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what usually happens? Is there like a small breakdown what usually happen in like the Padola night? Is it just in Kampala also or it's in other regions?
We have here in Kampala alone because Kampala has a lot of Japadolas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So usually
Yeah.
when we sit down in the beginning of the year, I have a brother called Crispin and
Yeah.
another called Cristiano.
Yeah.
We sit down and digest
Yeah.
which artist did good,
Yeah.
which artist do you think we need to, but they don't know, of course.
Yeah.
We do it silently.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
We do it silently, and we do it without choosing. There is no sectarianism here.
Yeah.
We don't say this is my guy, this is
Yeah.
my guy. No, it's a way of giving them a platform. You never know what may happen when someone comes and performs there. They may get management.
Yeah.
They may come and perform there, and then they are exposed. They get to be known by our top DJs.
Yeah.
That's basically how we support the community.
Amazing fun fact.
Yes.
If you could have a word with your younger self, what would you tell him?
What would I tell that guy?
Yeah.
I don't think I would tell him anything.
Yeah.
Because that younger self
Yeah.
had a picture of what I am today.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I won't lie about that.
That's really insightful. Yeah.
That young guy I would just tell that guy, man, bro, look at this is how far we've come.
Yeah.
I am not there yet.
Yeah.
But he would tell me, go on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I would tell him, advise him, you went wrong here, you went right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a picture of what I am today.
Amazing.
And what I might be tomorrow.
That's so true. If there's one thing or a couple of things that you could change in your career, in Africa, in the world, what will that be? What would you love seeing change?
I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little bit selfish. If Uganda was just put next to Europe,
yeah,
I think we would be far.
Yeah.
There's too much talent in this country.
Yeah.
Too much talent.
Yeah.
But what is limiting us is the fact that we are landlocked.
Yeah.
Getting equipment is hard.
Yeah.
Getting exposure is hard.
Yeah.
There's too much talent. And the circle of entertainers are the same.
Yeah.
It has been the same for years.
Yeah.
Unlike the Kenyan community, unlike the Tanzanian community, unlike the Nigerian community.
Yeah. And
our population is not enough. Is not big enough to support our.
Yeah.
You'll be a star and it remains here. You can see with our biggest artists.
Yeah.
Bebe Cool is only big here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, he has a name out there, but he's only big here.
Yeah.
And like, let me give an example of Diamond Platinum.
Yes. Yes.
He's the husband of East Africa.
Yes.
I'm not meaning the women, but
yes, also women too.
No. If you look at Harmonize, he has a name.
They do, yeah.
If you look at this Kenyan guy, Bien.
Yeah, Bien also. Bien, by today was given like an A pass in the United States, so he can go to the States and come back anytime he wants. So with his band, with his entire band.
You look at that.
Yeah.
If we had the numbers, because here I think the challenge that we have is the numbers.
Yeah. We
have not yet fully embraced technology, the internet.
Yeah.
We go with bandwagon.
Yeah.
You see, people be wondering why countries like Nigeria, an upcoming artist releases a song and then the first country they go to is Uganda, is because Ugandans enjoy listening to foreign music.
Yeah.
However, those people have numbers. Their population alone.
Yeah.
It's like being an artist in China, bro.
Yeah.
Just imagine being an artist. You remember, was it China or India? This guy who did Opa Gangnam Style, I think
Gangnam Style, yeah.
Gangnam
He's from the Middle East. He's Asian. Is he?
He's Asian.
Yeah. He's South Korean. He's Korean.
The population of Asia.
Sign. Yeah.
So in Uganda we don't have that population.
Yeah.
And the funny thing, if there's something we could do, if Ugandans could adapt Swahili.
It will. Yeah, because it cuts across.
Yes.
Swahili cuts across.
Unfortunately.
Most genres.
Unfortunately, we love Luganda, which is not bad. It's not a bad language. It's a good language, but it limits us.
Yeah.
So it gives to change.
Gives an age.
Those are the things I would want to change. Uganda being close to Europe.
Yeah.
So that we can easily, bring in stuff.
Yeah.
That's, the Nigerian, actually the West African social community, like industry, is well built like that because of the Kenyan industry. I'm sorry, I may be, I may be ignorant about what I'm saying, but you guys have the Indian Ocean close to you.
Yeah.
So the taxation of stuff you get is not as us here. It's not as us here.
More or less.
I've been to Kenya.
Yeah.
The cars driven in Kenya, not the cars driven here.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, it has diverse cars and that.
There are more newer cars than when you come here.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah, actually, but also your matatu, the taxis. I'm like, guys, man.
You get the point. So if even when it comes to studio equipment, back in the days they would say if you want the right equipment, go to Nairobi.
Yeah.
And in Uganda, unfortunately.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So with that, if you are given, let's say, like you're given a blank check, what will you do with the money?
What will I do with the money? I will get that money.
Yeah.
Go back and establish an industry of entertainment back at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And make sure that industry sprouts in the whole country and beyond. Because I really have love for home. I would buy, of course I would start with myself.
Yeah, of course, you have to start from yourself, home, and then
give myself a nice home. Give myself, but for the industry, I think I would genuinely pick good talent from home and also outside the home, because there is a lot of talent here, but they are not spotted, unfortunately.
What do you love most about Tororo?
What do I love most about Tororo? The fact that the people there speak Swahili, most of them. The fact that most of the people speak Swahili. I think that's what I love most about it.
Because actually sets you apart from the rest of.
Yes, actually, it actually makes my music a bit different
and more relatable.
Yes, and more relatable. Yes.
If I were to take a tour of Tororo, are there like exact places? Because the main issue of this podcast is basically we're just following the Nile, like voices from the heart of the lake.
We have Tororo Rock. We have Tororo Rock. We have nice places in Tororo. There is a resort in the village called Nyasigala.
Nyasigala.
If you go there, you may think you're in Kampala. We have nice places in Tororo. We have so many rocks in Tororo. We have the hills. Apart from that rock, we have hills. And then there are different villages that have nice resorts in them too. But the most important, the most beautiful thing about Tororo is the rock.
Amazing.
Hiking. It takes about 1 hour going up to the top. I think that's what I would advise everyone to do.
To come and see.
To go and hike. On that rock. It's a volcanic plug. Actually, I have a label. Which is not part of the studio. It's called Plug Media. Because of that. The volcanic plug, yes. Plug Media is where I sign my artists from Tororo. Yes.
Amazing. Are there misconceptions that people always have about you?
Yeah. People think I have a lot of money.
But you have a lot of money. You look like you have money.
I'm just
like like you walk like you have money. Yeah.
I'm just fat.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
sometimes people fear approaching me.
Yeah.
They think I'm this tough guy. I'm the easiest person to
Yeah.
relate with.
Yeah.
I think those are the two misconceptions. People thinking I'm very rich,
Yeah.
or thinking I'm from a rich family. Let me use that
You
actually.
look rich.
Bro, but you asked me a question
Yeah.
about what I would tell my younger self.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I was mocked back in the days.
Yeah.
Called to studios and you reach there and they act like they don't know you.
Yeah.
I told my younger self.
Yeah.
Rather, my younger self told my older self.
Yeah.
When you grow up,
Yeah.
make sure you look like what you don't have.
Yeah. That's pretty insightful.
Make sure you look like what
Yeah.
you don't have.
Yeah.
Have the things that they have denied you to have, and when you have them, be as nice as possible to people who don't have.
Hey, amazing. Insightful.
Yes.
There's like nothing more to add about that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really insightful. And looking into the future in like your music and career and lifestyle. Where do you see yourself?
The future is something you can't predict.
Yeah.
But I'm trying as much as I can.
Yeah.
Because I already set a standard for myself some years ago.
Yeah.
I think I've achieved it.
Yeah.
I want to set yet another standard.
Other goals, yes.
I don't want to be like other artists who say I must be big in Africa.
Yeah.
I must be, because if we are to go to my Spotify,
yeah,
you can already see that part of my music is being consumed in Nigeria.
Yeah, globally.
So
yeah.
I think I am already there.
Yeah.
But not. How should I say? I'm. If I am to look at myself in terms of danger, I'm a looming danger.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
If I'm to look at myself in terms of, let me use the word upcoming, or incoming actually, incoming.
Yeah.
My face is somewhere there.
Yeah.
I'm just praying that one day, I don't have to say I am so and so.
Yeah.
I want to reach to a point.
Yeah, like just your music pushes you to those.
Yes.
When
I move someone and say, yo, that's Gammit. Of course it's happening already, but I want more of that.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I want to in the future is what I am doing right now. I've tried as much as I can to maintain the lowest profile.
Yeah.
I don't want to act big, rich.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to be a normal person.
Yeah, because even I remember we were talking with Okitu yesterday because you're listening to music. I was like, hey, Okitu, I need to get that guy's song, because I even like wrote it down. I'm like, you guy, like that dope is that music is dope. You see, I even wrote it down. So I was like, I need to listen to more of this music. Then he's like, that guy is coming home tomorrow. You're like, what do you mean this guy is coming home tomorrow? Like, yeah, you know him. You're like, Christian, I know you always. You know, you never take Cristiano seriously. Yeah, so I was like, you guy, stop with the blabber. But I really need to get this kind of album, this kind of music, because it's unique and it's rich. Like, it has a form of richness that you can't get anywhere. Yes. Yeah.
So my biggest prayer is that the music I have is everywhere.
Yeah.
I want to be a household name.
Yeah.
I'm already trying, but I want to be a bigger household.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my prayer. I don't really have, don't ask for too much from God.
Yeah.
Ask small.
Yeah.
And then the rest you do as you tell him, I'm doing it. Help me elevate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. There's always one question that I usually like to ask creatives and people in the entertainment industry and in whatever career where they are about mental wellness and how they maintain their sanity. Have you had scenarios or situations where you're like, you know what, this music thing is not working, I'd just rather flip it. Yeah. And then when those feelings came, how are you able to overcome, or how are you always able to overcome?
Mine is a bit of a sad one.
Yeah.
I love my music so much
that
I give it my all.
Yeah.
But around 2022, after losing my mom, I lost her in 2021. I felt like I didn't have purpose. The only person I always wanted to make happy was that woman.
Yeah.
Like, she hears her son on radio.
Yeah.
If she watches her son or hears the son was on TV.
Yeah.
It would make me feel like, yeah, you're making it.
Yeah.
So when she died,
Yeah.
I paused a little.
Mm.
But before she died, I had an experience with an artist that I used to move with. And this guy, it's a bit of a long story, but
we have all the time here.
He wasn't the worst, but he wasn't the best to be.
Yeah.
You've ever worked with a big artist and they are using you to reach where they want to
as a stepping stone.
As a stepping stone, because he knew this Jama has some small money on him.
Yeah.
So we can move to bars with him, we can move to radios, we can move to TVs.
Yeah.
But instead of promoting the collab I had with him, he was promoting his song.
Yeah.
And then at some point, him and his team told me they were just doing me a favor. Little did he know that I also had my own, I also had my own strength somewhere.
Yeah.
Because there are places we would go and we would be shocked that the DJs know me a lot. Now, after Mommy passing on, I tried. Actually, I first paused music. Then in 2022, I released a song called Tororo. I recorded that song. It was like a farewell song. It says there is no tomorrow. Spend what is yours. I did that song around the season my mom passed on. So when I released that song, it played. It got airplay. If you check on YouTube, it has, I think, about 45,000 views on YouTube. However, the downside of that project is that it went with a lot of my money, which made me rethink. Because I think I had a lot of expectations. I wanted it to be an instant hit. It played, but not so much. And it found when I had not yet adopted to the new trend of TikTok and stuff. But it got airplay in West Africa. It got airplay on Trace Muziki. It got airplay here. It got airplay. However, there was this side of it that made me pause from 2022 to this year. That I remember giving certain people money to do for me certain things about the song, and they boldly told me after giving them a handful of money, you need to keep reminding me. I mean, I've paid you. You're supposed to remind yourself, not me reminding you. So when I didn't get exactly what I expected off the song, something told me, yo, sit back, relax. Concentrate. My brain told me, try to start a family. I tried, I failed.
Yo, we need to hear about that.
No.
What did you do? What did they do?
I tried, I failed. I told myself, you're not a failure. Run for your life. Get back to music.
Amazing.
And that is how I came up with this EP. And I won't lie to you. I think running away from the relationship and doing this music is the best decision that
ever happened to you.
Damn,
man, we need to start doing tours, man. Bro, we need to organize a trip to Homa Bay.
Nitrogen.
He comes to Homa Bay and he does performance to just create shows like clubs around Homa Bay, around Kisumu. Because I have guys in Kisumu. I think we'll talk to them to just see if we can get performance places. Just do that connection, like the Kenyan-Ugandan connection.
And I by
the director, you're hearing this.
I love the fact that by the Kenyan community, once they embrace you. By the way, there's a TikTok I want to work with from Kenya, Olemojo.
Olemojo.
Yes. I talked to him. To work with him.
Amazing.
So I'm enjoying. By the way, I'm enjoying my life right now. I love the fact that the EP is working, and I didn't know much about Spotify. I released the song. And in about 3 weeks, I have 1,800 streams.
Yo, that's massive for a recent release.
Yes. Actually, it's 1,582 streams. So it's doing good, and if you're to check, it shows the regions: Nigeria, where
Uganda, Nigeria, States,
Canada, Kenya. So it's making
it's making its rounds. Yes,
I'm happy that I've bounced back to music. I just pray my fire doesn't die.
No, we pray also it doesn't die.
And also now I think I'm settled because around that time, yes, I had that money.
Yeah,
I should have used that money to sort out debts.
Yeah,
I chose to put it back to my first love. I mean music, because you know that any woman who intends to get married to an artist, you should know that to the artist you're just a concubine. Music is their first love. What? I'm sorry for saying that. Yes, any artist.
Yeah.
Music is, unless you're just struggling or you're trying.
Yeah.
Music is your first, like music is my first
love. Yeah.
The woman I get,
she'll come second.
More like a concubine, yes. Because every time I'm stressed, I'll bounce back to
music.
It has happened before. When I get stressed, I leave the bedroom, I leave the sitting room, I go sit in studio. Yeah. Even if I'm not doing anything. No, even if I'm not doing anything. Yeah. I just sit and look at the keyboard and I feel happy.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, and as we wrap this up, is there that one thing or a couple of things that people don't know about you?
Is there that one thing?
No, not one thing. It can be a couple of things.
I don't really think so.
Yeah.
Most of my friends know me in and out. I'm not a pretender.
Yeah.
Okay. The one thing that people don't, you guys who think I have money, I don't.
Yeah.
You think I have money because I'm fat. I'm just a fat Jap boy.
But you are a global musician now.
Yes, being a global.
Money is coming your way.
You see, how much is money? That's the question.
Yeah. More or less. It's like a means to an end.
Yes. How much is money? That's the question.
Yeah.
So I may have,
but
I don't have the much you think
you have.
I have.
Yeah.
And then there are people have a misconception. They think I'm a tough guy. I'm not. I think I've repeated this. It's the second time I'm repeating it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a very, very down to earth person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love speaking my language. Each time I get a job, we shall blow that language.
Tell us a few things about Jap. That it's more or less like Luo also.
Yes, Jap is more or less. Actually, Jap is Luo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jap is Luo.
Yeah.
Yes. When a Jaluo from Kenya speaks, I can listen to 60%.
Yeah.
Once a Kumam speaks from Soroti side, Kameramaido, I pick about 50-60%.
Okay.
When an Acholi speaks, I get a certain percentage. When a Langi speaks, I get a certain percentage. When an Alur speaks, it's a beautiful language.
Yeah.
And Luos are nice people, but proud.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're proud. They're really proud.
Luos are
they're like Nigerians also.
You'll find a Luo driving a Cardina.
Yeah.
And you come with your Range Rover, that is rubbish.
Yeah.
He's the deal.
Yeah, for sure. Me, I've seen one in Mkokoteni. I was like, you guy, like they won't even give you the road. You try driving your Range in Homa Bay. Like the motorbike guy won't give you way. In fact, they drive in the middle of the road. They're like, you're hooting. They're like,
a Luo is a Luo. Yeah. So I think we are naturally proud people.
Yeah.
But nice.
For sure.
Proud.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And educated, by the way.
Yes, for sure.
It's very hard to find a Jaluo who is not educated. We love education. Yeah, I think that is it about the Japadola people. Yeah. And the women are beautiful.
Amazing.
They have nyash.
Amazing. Amazing. All of you guys out there, if you don't have any woman, if you're busy stuck in Kenya or anywhere in the world, just come to Jap.
Come to Tororo district. It's just
across the border.
Because I think we border Kenya from
Busia.
No. Yeah. It's Busia.
Yeah.
If you're in Tororo, when you go to Kenya, you're in Western Kenya.
Oh yes, yeah.
Basically.
You're
in Malaba.
Okay.
What is that other district? I keep forgetting. Bungoma,
yeah.
Then the other side, it is Busia.
Yeah.
Yes, Busia, Kenya.
Okay.
Busia, Uganda. So come visit Tororo.
Amazing, guys. We'll have to come to Tororo.
Come and beat Shere.
Yeah, kabisa. Tukule happy. For sure. If could beat Busy Signal, what would you tell him?
Bro, I want a song, a collabo. I would do a collabo. I would make sure I do a collabo with that guy. I love that guy's music.
Yeah, busy. This is amazing.
That's my favorite.
Your favorite artist?
Yes. He's the only guy I can sit down and go to Spotify and I tell my Siri, hey Siri, play for me some Busy Signal songs. I don't know by the way, it's funny how.
Yeah.
I don't know the titles of his songs.
Yeah.
But I listen to his music.
Yeah.
That is how much I love him.
Yeah.
I love his music so much that I don't have time to know the titles.
We lead because he'll ask you about all that when you get to meet him.
No, I know most of his songs.
Yeah.
When one plays, I can easily join.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, that's a wrap on today's episode of Homa Bay Unplugged. Voices from the Heart of the Lake. We should actually change it to Voices from the Heart of Tororo.
Tororo.
Yeah.
Tororo.
Yeah, because he had Tororo's biggest artist, the Gammit himself, man.
Gammit.
Gammit.
Yes.
Yeah. Gammit. Gammit.
How do you say something sweet in Luo?
Meat.
No, something sweet, not
Gima meat.
So, and I give my meat, Gammit.
Hey, that's fire.
Yeah. They don't give my meat.
Yeah, in Gima meat.
Yes.
In your give music, my meat.
My meat.
Candy meat.
Through that.
Amazing. This was one of the most inspiring episodes that we've had, and we couldn't have done it without you. Like, post, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to follow, and make sure any artist that's featured on this show, you also get to follow them, like their music, get a few comments, and if you know of anyone that would like to be featured on the show, also put it on the comment section. This is it for today. Homa Bay Unplugged, Voices from the Heart of the Lake. Amazing. Aya, you and your caveras, you and your jualas, Cristiano.